quick, finishing up the front end on this. I have been doing fleet maintenance again and some other stuff where I swapped the clutch out on this to a single disc. I gave someone my twin disc, obviously trade and money, whatever, you guys don't need to know, it doesn't matter. I'm doing the front end work again. I have to do just a little bit more. What I was doing was, you probably saw I was cleaning through the wiring. I have the engine and transmission in it. I got this supporting it now. Some friends of mine, the Nelsons, as you might have seen, like they have the 4200 inline 6 stuff that they're going nuts on. They're paving the way. I think I might have said this. Well, let's just refresh. They're going to do like a hoop for me, a cage. I'm contemplating having them do an 850 because I'm already almost there. I have a rear I have to pick up. I'm going to show you guys that. I have entire Q1A coilover setup that I just put together. Super easy. So that's going to go in the back. The Nelsons are going to make, see, there's no provisions to hold those inboard coilover, so they have to make a bar underneath that holds the coilover straightened down, and my new rear has coilover mounts. What I also did is I have battle box reinforcements. What they do is they tie the 4-link into the cage, the back of the hoop. So these are 2 different transmission mounts. These are the battle box things. This is some other hardware I have for headers and whatnot. That big brown box is an anti-roll bar because they're going to be doing all of that. This is a shock mount hardware and a bump steer kit. A lot of stuff. They have to do all the stuff in the back end because it has to be right, and I trust them. So what I'm doing here is there is a nice tie bar, which I already bolted this one in, so I figured I would show you guys. There's a nice bar here he made, tab, to hold the headlight bucket. And I'm assuming you do like nuts and bolts or whatever, but since I got this fancy NUT CERT thing, I have been going nuts. And I like to use it everywhere. Like I put one here, you can see it holds the fender. Put one over here, nice and easy. So what I wanted to show you is, so you bolt this guy in and then you can weld it here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just have to clean some of the paint off here. I'm gonna mark it with a marker and then sand the inside and then, you know, get in there and weld it. So that's cool. He gives you those tabs. Here's the other tab. We're gonna put it over here. So I figured the most I was gonna use was M8s, and I got 2 different lengths. So these are super long for whatever. And then these I figured would be mostly the size I want. What I wanted was to get, what are these, like a crown or cap, or I don't know. I wanted them with this head, and I accidentally ordered just regular ones, but it's not gonna kill me. I think I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply and just get a whole bunch of washers. I found a quick washer for that one, so we're gonna line all that stuff up, and I'm going to show you how I NUT CERT that real quick. Super easy, super nice. Love this tool already. So yes, on top of all the bolts that I bought a ton of the M8 inserts also. Can we focus, please? Yeah, I bought a whole ton of these. So the kit comes with a bunch. It comes with all the dies, and it comes with some massive ones. But I figured I'd be doing the most with these when I checked out the size, so I bought like 100 pack of those and a 50 pack of bolts to get rolling. So this is the tab that's going to go in, and I have to check like 6 times which direction it's got to go in, because I put the one in incorrectly. I put my NUT CERTZ in the wrong way. So instead of, I put the back end facing where it needs to bolt in like a idiot. So let's get you over here. Alright, trying to get a decent angle on this is proving difficult. So this is where the bolts come in through here, and they bolt to the tab. So they come through here and they bolt to these tabs. I guess you would nut and bolt them, and then you weld it to this guy to where it can hold the headlight bucket. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do from this side. Come on over here, kids. Can we see it? Oh yeah, we can see it pretty good. So this goes on the back side right there. So what we're gonna do is put NUT CERTZ in this way so the bolt can come in that way. So let me show you how that's gonna go. This guy's gonna go in here and get riv nutted, and then when it's on the back here, bolt can go through and hold to it. So, motion sickness time. So, wanted to make sure I got that right. So you take this guy and you put the nut cert tool in. Well, we're lucky enough this time to just be able to screw this hat down, open the arms, and it works. I'm gonna have to check this 16 times, guys. It's one of those things. So, this guy goes in here. Luckily, it's exactly the size of the M8s that I wanted to do. And now, I'm gonna push it across the floor, because I have to do this and make sure the camera's good. So you do this, and you can see on the back side here, it is crushing it, so it holds itself in place. And just like that, you spin the back of this guy to take the screw out, and voila, you have a thing you can put a bolt in. Super easy. So if this was on the car, you would drop this in and put it in, but realistically this should always be kind of loose. So you can screw this head on first, drop it in there, make sure it's nice and flat, give it a little squeezy squeeze, and then there you can back it out of your car or fender or wherever you're putting this thing to bolt stuff in. I have no idea why I didn't buy one of these 10 years ago. This is like the coolest thing since sliced bread. Okay, so yeah, there's a nice headlight bucket. We got a nice good look at it. We're gonna take our two shorts. I put this behind here and thread this guy right in. So then when I gotta put the rest of the front end on, to be honest, to make sure this, like if I just weld this stuff in place, you know, my headlights could be like all saggy, who knows, whatever else. So you line this guy up and then you tack weld it to here, and then there's plenty of adjustment there and slack for me to get that done. So hope you enjoy. See you later. Bye. Thanks.